can do this. We can do this in this like again. I know that I often complain that a lot of these fics over describe where characters are in physical time and space. This is like the opposite, where I have no clue where anyone is and what they're doing. Like, characters are just teleporting all over the place like it's a really crappy Gmod, thing. Anyway, so do words invaded my mind. Is she lucky to have me? I like that they're both being like, they're lucky to have me. Or am I lucky to have them? Oh no, wait, I think Inco is saying she's... Oh, God, don't have them both do this. That's not good. That's really bad. I walked through the now empty streets. You were walking through the streets? When did this happen? So I realized how miserable everything had been since the beginning. Was I not good enough for her? Was I too good for her? Was it that I never looked out for myself? Admin, fall RP. RTM'd me again. No. I just noticed that I bought things for Olivia again. I really should work on that. Didn't you also buy yourself a camera? You've bought something for both of you, which is honestly the better idea. Why is there stairs? Don't most neighborhoods just use ramps for the pedestrian sidewalk? Fucking great. I've lived in this town for years, but for some reason I just can't stop slipping. Looked at my hands, I'm covered in raw in the lower areas. Aren't you on like a pedestrian sidewalk that's exposed to rain? Shouldn't you just have slipped and slid? I should be more careful on these stairs. It's a long climb. Man, Chekhov's stairs established earlier. Soaked to perfect mistakes. Then how the hell did you cut your hand open? Oh, the sharp corners, because they were so new. What town do you live in that you, with your shit-ass budget, can afford something like this? It's implied that ending 2, he's self-sustaining. Somehow, one man is taking care of the budgetary needs of 2, but I guess part of the point is that they're probably just, pretending. In winter, it's even worse because the snowy ground makes it impossible to walk. Shouldn't the problem in winter be that there's no ice on the sidewalk? I feel like the snow is not that big of a problem, comparatively speaking. It's the ice that gets you. It's the handrail the middle of the stairs are for. Jesus fucking Christ, who designed this street? Olivia doesn't go up these stairs. Because she's in a wheelchair, she can't even go upstairs. How is anyone supposed to climb this fucking ramp? Jesus. This is why people use ramps, by the way. Or you could just take a tram, I guess. Maybe you could go get one of those trams installed, like they got in San Fran. Told Olivia to change our place. She liked it. Olivia loves living in a place that is incredibly inconvenient for her to get to. I'm not surprised she never leaves the building. I would love to have something facing the beach. You know, we got a budget for that. The top of the stairs, 2 stairs to the side was our apartment. Well, look, we actually described a place. Incredible. The views were beautiful. The bench was wet, but my ass is cold. Why are we describing the railing? Was this a challenge? Did someone challenge you to do this? It was a real beauty. The railing was gorgeous. I know he's talking about the city, but the ordering implies that he also thinks the railing's quite gorgeous. You know, what's it called again? The Chulkov effect? That also applies to, like, sentence structure, my man. Where's the Kuleshov effect? I think it's a Kuleshov effect. The Kuleshov. In general, it just describes proximity. I like how this man just has time to sit around. You do know that he's walking around with like an aluminium foil wrapped chicken, which is now cold. It's cold. It's fucking freezing at this point. She was a real carnivore. She sleeps or she's hungry. She doesn't work. She doesn't have a job. She yells at people all the time. What a wife. She's terrible. What a wife. Just like in Married with Children. They're putting an old dumbwaiter forge on and sometimes throw it to the back room. You know, it works 90% of the time. And she's only gone for like a couple of minutes at a time, so it's fine. She keeps saying it's been months, but eh. The safety for younger ones. $3:20 and 1 in the afternoon. Inco, don't you wear prescription glasses? You shouldn't put them on your head. You should put them in front of your eyes. Grip my hands. That's my scraped hands. They're starting to sting. Ow! I mean, I know that feeling. That shit sucks. Ow! Eh. So, yeah, Inco left really early, didn't he? If it's like 3:20 in the afternoon after this man took a detour to get some chicken and buy a camera. Like, what time is it? Where did you get this time? How are you not fired yet? God, I was such a bullshit about it. Oh my god. I do not want to talk about my first internship. What an asshole I was. Ugh. That's why you do them, though. To learn. To grow up. Shouldn't you be out until midnight? Out until tonight? No, you don't say it like that. You say you're out until night. Inco, I don't have a job, and I refuse to get one, and all I do is yell at people who want to get me some money. So you need to work around here. There was no food, and I thought I would go out for a walk and buy some things for the two of us. Inco, buying someone a rotisserie chicken does not qualify as doing groceries. Hey, I did groceries. Pulls out a whole damn chicken. Look, it's eggs and poultry. A rough eyes closed, watch me glancing at the backs from a distance. Shouldn't she know those are there anyway? I highly doubt those are new. Pulled out the large turkey. I bought her. Look, I bought turkey. And she's like, no, Inco, that's a duck. It's a turducken. Who cares? My confusion looked at the toes of the turkey and wrap the foil. Shake it to difference. Even though I couldn't tell them apart, they're the same shape and similar smell to me. I've been told that turkey and duck and chicken are like pretty distinct if you know what you're doing, but I guess Inco's an idiot. It's kind of the point of his character. I thought it was a turkey! Inco! It's a fucking tiny-ass duck! How could you mistake this for a turkey? Olivia, maybe you could do this with some more commissions for Skin Affinity. They pay more than the GDP of some countries. Inco, just because I like drawing you naked with you jerking off does not mean I'm gonna draw other people jerking off. You've been drawing me jerking off? Yeah, well, I'm not gonna tell you about it. I'm not gonna show you any of it. I'm gonna post them online, though. But you're not gonna draw someone else jerking off. No! I have standards, Inco. I'm married. We're not even married. We're not? Damn, I thought we married. I was wondering what that blackout. You at least got some turkey portions, right? What the fuck are you talking about? Why would he have bought... So he went out to buy a rotisserie turkey. A rotisserie fucking turkey. But he also bought some... What? Also, Olivia, you need some organ meat. You can't just sustain yourself a muscle. Hot ziggity. It's no turkey, so. The one thing you could have done right, you screw it up. For God's sakes. Olivia, you could do your own fucking groceries. You're 21. We always eat turkey. I need a balanced diet, Olivia. All this meat gives me the shits. I need vegetables and fucking fruits and grains. Oh, listen to Mr. Human. I'm an omnivore. I have to eat rice. Ugh. Olivia, I've had salmonella 7 times last year. Well, that's because you can't handle raw chicken. Doesn't mean it's my problem. Sorry to argue turkey. That's something aboard the other meats. You know, I don't like duck at all. What would it cost you to check out the store to see if they had turkey? Why didn't you just buy it on a dime? Just like that. You're just like, not checking anything out, not bothering. Like, I gotta say, Inco's kind of an idiot here. Fucking moron. You could have at least gotten some assorted meats instead of just buying a whole turkey. Great. Your entire groceries for the week is a turkey. There's no bread. There's no veggies. There's no milk. What do you take to work, Inco? Do you just show up with like a little plastic box full of turkey bits? And everyone's like, Inco, you do know you have to eat something that's not meat sometime, right? Like, my wife only wants turkey. I could imagine that making sense if, like, Olivia controls the budget, which is weird since Inco's making the money, but I could see it work. Just order groceries online. Yeah, it's 2026, man. You can just order that shit. Why is this such a problem? Why are you doing groceries at all? Should Inco, out of all people, be extremely used to ordering groceries? Being rich? Like, he'd be like, yeah, I'll just fucking Klarna my groceries. It's fine, Olivia. 0% interest. Now my preferences are bullshit? Told you today. What the fuck are you? So it has been a... Man, what time is it? It's just the perfect way to summarize this fucking fix so far. She half stood up. Oh my god, you're so short without your knees. Her throat dry, breaking as she spoke. She grabbed her classic canteen. I mean, it's rusted, and it's been giving her tetanus every couple of days, but hey. And then I put my glasses away, even though they're prescription, and I have light sensitivity. Inco, why are you taking them off? This is like, you know what this feels like? This is like Aragorn sort of stringing his bow. But more importantly, you wanna know what this feels like? This has the vibe, right, of like a person who has like a prosthetic leg, and he's having a conversation, and he sits at the kitchen table, and he takes his leg off. And I'm like, bitch, you have to stand up in 5 seconds to walk anywhere else. You can't take your leg off at the kitchen table. Maybe in bed, maybe on the couch, but not on the fucking kitchen table. I don't want to talk about this. I brought more food. We can just throw away the duck. I mean, it costs like $20 fucking. How much does a whole duck cost? How much does it cost to fry a whole duck? 30 euros. This man says like, you know, I'm the only person in this family making any money. Out of the two of us, I'm the only one making any money. We can just throw away $30 on me being an idiot. Jesus Christ, Inco. Dude. Like I told you, I thought the guy said it was turkey. And as you know, I didn't have a good enough sense of smell to tell it was a duck. Why do you buy these things then? Inco, if you're this bad at it, why do you ever consider yourself the person to do this? Also, again, I'm pretty sure humans can tell ducks and turkeys and chickens apart. Or maybe it's because I know people that work in, like, you know, catering. And they're like, nah, man, it's not that hard. Should ask them what the difference is. Maybe I could learn. I'll forget the question before I... Olivia made furious for a few seconds. Tried to call Dot anyway. Which only made her frown deeper. Maybe they know the difference because they cook with it. Like, I imagine if you cook and cut the meats a lot, you're probably a lot more familiar with it. Or maybe they taste it and they're like, yeah, you can tell it if you taste it. Oh, that's a jackass move. That doesn't count. What's your excuse for being out all day? I haven't seen your face in a fucking week. Olivia. Wait, she's saying this to Inco? Hold up. So, let me get this straight, right? So, wait, hold up. So, Inco is working overtime, and it's like 3 in the afternoon? Inco's overtime is 3 in the afternoon? What time is it? What job do you work that your overtime is 3:21 a.m. p.m.? AM makes sense, but there are no street vendors out at 3:21 a.m. Especially not selling rotisserie chicken. I'm baffled. I like how Olivia says this. Like, Inco is home for like pretty normal hours. Like, Olivia, you're a night owl. You should see him more often than not. Like, you're the one that's like, man. Oh, I love how unreasonable she is, and I think that's the point. I think the point is just that Olivia's being a bitch, and Inco's getting walked over. Let's just say he's doing an average of 9 to 5. Okay. I mean, if Olivia is like Anon and she's like a night owl that stays up until 3, then yeah, you would never see him in the morning, but you should see him at night, even if he does overtime. Even if he works from 9 to 9. You should be up around 10 p.m. if you don't see him in the morning. That's how that should work. What are your hours that you sleep so long you never see him? Like, the only real way to do that is if you are exclusively awake for like the 6 hours this man is home and he's sleeping. Like from 12 to 6 a.m. Huh. I've been doing that and walks around the city. I'm taking care of my cardio. I just don't want to think about all the shit that been on my mind these days. That's all. You know how I wasted $30 on a chicken? It's duck, Inco. It's duck. So we went off for the next couple of minutes arguing like complete idiots as our voices grew louder and louder. We quarreled about stupid things, misunderstandings, and our own arrogance. I think you're just arguing about being idiots. It's pretty much it. I moved around the kitchen and the living room while yelling at Olivia. She couldn't go anywhere because she keeps sitting on the floor like a clown. She bared her teeth and thrashed her tail. She broke half. God damn it, Olivia. That's another $50. We got to get a new chair. That's another 50. Fuck. Jesus Christ, Olivia. And you're wondering why we can't have nice things. Because I keep having to replace half the furnishings around here. Remember that time? You never did this for me. Besides, I'd like to argue something trivial that could have been avoided. Also, Olivia spending most of her time locking herself up when Inco is home. Yeah! Shouldn't you be working, Olivia? Don't you want to be an artiste? Channel that negativity into this art. We shouted about the lack of attention I wasn't giving her. You mean the lack of attention you were giving her? You were giving her a lack. I don't know. It's awkward. It's during her saddest moment. We yelled about how hard I fought for her. You continued to treat me like shit. We discussed the final problems Olivia faced because of her salary. Oh, yeah, she... No, wait. Olivia does have a job. I forgot. She does like a little janitorial thing, right? I completely forgot she does technically have a job. So, why wouldn't you see each other then? Here we go. Olivia had spoken with Elena, and they come to serve recruitment, start producing and setting her work at Elena's gallery. Over the years, the arrangement changed, and Olivia became a part-time assistant. It's a nice gig, but doesn't pay the most. Of course, that's just until the career really takes off. It's worth noting that, like ending 2, Inco's pretty optimistic about things to an extent. This fic is really weird because it's making a lot of jumps and leaps, and it's never really bothering to explain itself. It just does things. God, we even argue about each other's sexual frustration. Inco, I know you're into those rubber horse costumes. Olivia, it's just $5,000 to get one custom fitted. I can afford it. My parents gave me the money. I thought we were spending that money buying a Sibian. Jesus Christ, Olivia, just because it's a toy you could use with your knees doesn't mean I want to spend my money on it. It's a couple of hundred. It's cheap. It's better than $5,000 for a horse costume I don't even want you to wear. She got some because Olivia faced because of her salary or future. She wanted to start a family, but I still don't feel ready. Possible infidelities, toxic association, certain names and people. I like how Olivia wants to start a family. The implication I got from a lot of what Wani does is that Olivia is either sterile or just very uninterested in having kids. It's kind of weird that Liz has kids as soon as she does. I could see Mia because she's an idiot. Kia and Lunara because they seem to be more, traditional women. But Liz, she's like a career woman. She's not having kids until she's 35. Inco, really? No. I'm not even talking about that, my man. But he might be. Olivia, it's a really good game. What does that have to do with rubber horse costumes? Listen, if you don't know what a horse is, that's with a WH. I guess I'm not going to be pulling your card. You're wearing that in public? Well, yeah. Me and the boys, we get the costumes and we pull carts around town. Jesus Christ, Inco. You're giving me shit for wanting a sex? Jesus. Inco takes Olivia on a date to rate first. Inco, no. I don't want to go with it. Please take me to an anime convention. Please. What about that time? They're all gonna say I have such a fat tail. They're such sluts, Inco. Why do I know at least 2 people who are really into big tails? God fucking damn it. What about that time you went out with that Samantha? You never told. Isn't Samantha like in her 50s? Like, assuming the lowest possible date, Samantha's in her 40s by this point. Ugh. You never told me anything about to that night. Because you never asked. You're too busy talking to that reporter who met at the arbor. Why didn't you bring it up later then? But there with the ground was ferocity as my fist struck one of the walls. Oh no! I like how this makes the vase move, which is like, that takes a lot of force, man. Wow. The twilight barely illuminated the mess. What time is it? I thought it was 3:20. Alright, I was meant for a brief moment. Hey, you're cutting myself. Let me see. Jesus Christ, Inco! Can you stop cutting yourself on glass? I'm sorry, Olivia. I have paper skin. Except grab my arm, bringing my palm close to her face to examine the blood trickling from it. Man, people are digestive problems? What do you mean digestive problems? They're perverts, Inco. Don't look. Oh my god. Oh. Why don't people write those fictions? Those fics. Those are the good fics. We're robbed. We're robbed. Hemoglobulus. My hemoglobin! Olivia, my hemoglobin! It's too low! I had to buy the essential oils! Inco, you can get your hemoglobin up by eating things with iron, like meat. I don't want to eat meat. I want to eat vegetables. Pull my hand away from yours, set the piece aside. I like how this man has zero trauma from getting hit by his wife. This man got physically abused, he got assaulted, and he's like, no. She's beautiful. She abused me. She gets mad. I cut my hands. I'm in pain. Shit sucks. She yelled at me for hours, but she's so beautiful. She'd be even more beautiful in a black rubber horse. I have needs, Olivia. I need you to run at high speeds in a circle. And without your legs, how could you ever live up to my expectations? We're not going to solve this with sex. Olivia has a point. And go get your head out of your pants. You know, I gotta say, I was looking for something a bit more serious and a bit more emotional, but I love how fucking disastrous and garbage that is. Oh, this is the good kind of garbage, man. It is just fucked up. I feel like I'm walking into a circus to see like the bearded woman, but on the other hand, you know. Anna, Inco, you can't say that. That's just a trans. It's just a trans woman. What? You can't say that about women with beards. Doesn't your pretty sure your mom had a beard? That has nothing to do with this. Yeah, my mom has a beard too, but we don't talk about it either. I get to laugh. They are my people, Olivia. I'm bald at age 20. I don't even have eyebrows most of the time. They are my people. Mine. I liked her hair. Jesus Christ, you're such a loser. I admired her eyes with the soft freckles dusting her face. It made me want to lick it up like chocolate, like a little chocolate powder. You're as strong as my... You're as strong as my mother's beard. Dwarves. Jesus Christ. Senator, have you gone on a vacation to Dwarfland? Because I get a feeling you've been talking to some dwarves. You're as strong as my mother's beard. Aye. Oh. My mental words fell silent. How the fuck does that work? When I felt her lips... Oh, so you are going to solve it with sex. I mean, at least it will help your sexual frustrations. Now get in the horse costume, Inco. I thought you said you didn't get in the costume. I don't like horses, but I do like latex. Oh my. Why do you think I like painting with those latex paints? I, is that why the bed's such a fucking mess? Jesus. Inco, for the last time, I'm not going in the corral. I'll let you beat me with a pan. Okay, but only for a few minutes. Yes, Total War Dwarf Maxing. We're filling the book of grudges. We're filling the book of grudges, boys. Aye, we're filling the book of grudges, me boys. Hell yeah. Lovely. I love making out with my wife. We're not married, you idiot. She let a noise roar. Where have we ended up? I don't know, on the floor probably. Panting as she... It's just a kiss. You're 21. You have higher sexual standards than this, my man. I can't believe Inco's a virgin despite living with a femoid for 2 years. To find a bag for the... Just put him in the trash bin. Don't you have like a little dust devil or whatever? A dustpan? You gotta pick him up carefully. Put... Don't you have kitchen gloves? Jesus, Inco. Soaked and disinfected. Just wash your hands. Inco, I just want you to understand me. I don't want either of us to get hurt, so please stop juggling knives. But it's my hobby. My soft smile vanished instantly. Olivia, I'm a sadist and a masochist. If I want to get hurt, I will. I'm an adult. I know how much blood I can miss before it gets bad. I'm already exhausted. Oh, she wanted to turn the subject. But do you really understand me, Olivia? Inco, I have no fucking clue what's going on. This story is written so poorly, I don't even know what the problem is at this point. Do it yourself. You know I was gonna help you, but you just had to be an idiot. Fuck off, Inco. Yeah! She slammed the door shut. Ik doe de deur dicht. It was a meme, a Dutch meme, where some song apparently had like the line, I closed the door. Or, technically speaking, it transliterated, it's I do the door shut. So. Or I am doing the door shut, I guess. Glad to get the flowers that strewed across the floor. None had survived the fall. Jesus Christ, man, they're in a vase. They survived for like a couple of weeks tops. The petals let scatter water soaked in the ground. There's also my blood, and she keeps biting on the carpet, saying, man, that's some tasty human blood. Is she a vampire? Am I a vampire? As I picked up the mess, I spotted a rose beneath the armchair. The rose I had given to Olivia. It was red as blood. It was slightly drooping. Put it in my shirt pocket. Get this motherfucker out of here. My appetite had completely vanished. It turns out getting hurt and having an argument doesn't actually make you all that hungry. Despite the walk and eating nothing. Jesus Christ. Man, these guys are having an intense 2 days. Walked out the parts for 6. I wasn't much of a drinker. Neither of us were. Though I had begun to develop a taste for wine. Olivia guzzles the stuff. She drank it straight from the bottle. She needed the glass. No more than that. I'm a wine wife. This is to be... What the fuck just happened? Couldn't even taste the wine. Everything felt too confusing. Put my jacket on the couch, grab my keys.